Testing 1, 2, 3. Testing 1, 2, 3. Thank you for your patience, guys. You guys have been really patient. Testing 1, 2, 3. Yo, what's up? Welcome to Vencabot. This is Pizza in a Movie Action. My name is David. Guys, tonight is the 1950s Westerns triple feature. Make sure to lower the volume here a smidge. There's gonna be a whole night of, color films, westerns from the 1950s. First, we're watching a film called The Sundowners from 1950, followed by a film that came out just a few months later from the same production studio, I believe. It's called High Lonesome from 1950. And we're gonna close off with a film from 1952 starring Kirk Douglas called The Big Trees. So we have 3 westerns tonight. They're gonna be a lot of fun, I think. I hope. But in the past, you guys know we've watched a lot of cowboy movies, and more than most other genres, they've sort of been hit and miss, right? I kind of feel as though a lot of these cowboy films are kind of corny, but when they're not corny, they're fucking amazing. They're really, they're oftentimes quite dramatic, really gritty, lots of violence, lots of, suspense. Yeah, I've kind of enjoyed a lot of these westerns, but again, it's sort of like hit and miss. I'm kind of curious to see if these ones are going to be good or not. But we're going to find out here in a minute. So before we get started, guys, again, this pizza movie, you guys know what that means, right? It's P&M. That means I got some fucking cottage and pizza, dude. Ooh, my God. Hope you guys are having a good dinner as well. And the whole idea of the night is to kind of hang out, have dinner together, talk shit, and watch some cool movies. Oh, look, they did a cool spiral pattern with the fucking... That's amazing. They did a spiral pattern with the barbecue sauce. See, I see that? Let's see if I can get a little bit closer. That's sick. Also, I got the apple pie pizza, guys. It's an apple pie pizza that Cottage Inn makes as a dessert. It's just what it sounds like. It's a little apple pie pizza. It's a pizza where instead of having regular toppings, it has apple pie filling. Instead of having, sauce to hold it together, it has frosting. It's pretty decent. It's really, really good, I think. Yeah, I'm really looking forward to it, John. I'm mad looking forward to it. Barbecue chicken emoji. Ooh, yeah. All right, guys, let's turn off the soundtrack here. Again, this break screen soundtrack is brought to you guys by SimCity from Windows 3.1. Shout out to fucking SimCity. Let's close this. As always, guys, I'm going to be trying to adjust the volume as we watch, make sure that's perfect for you guys. If you guys see this little bar on the right-hand side, that's just me playing with the volume. Don't get too distracted. I apologize in advance for kind of playing with it as the movie goes on. Let's get it in. Rest in peace, Max, I said he indeed. This film is called The Sundowners. So, guys, just a little heads up. The first 2 films of the night actually have a lot of the same cast. So if you guys recognize these dudes, definitely point it out, because it's kind of funny they have a lot of the same actors. Here we go. This is The Sundowners. Eagle Lion Films. This is an American-Mexican co-production, I believe. A Lee May Templeton picture. Starring Robert Preston, Robert Sterling, and Chill Wills. Pretty sure this was on TV a number of times as Eddie Greener. Never bothered to watch it. The Sundowners. We were talking earlier, Eddie, about how it seems as though I think Europeans like cowboy stuff more than Americans do. So John Barrymore Jr. is the younger brother, huh? Okay, doesn't have a name. Doesn't time good vibe. Chilly Willy, Eddie. Then says, my eyes. So much color. Normally on Pizza Movie Guides, we watch a lot of black and white films. These are going to be all 3 color films tonight. It's going to be bad, good vibes. It's going to be bad. Epic says sounds. It has to be put on bright mode when you check things out. George Templeton. This shit's fucking so colorful, dude. All this picture was made near Amarillo and Canyon, Texas, on the ranches of these cattlemen. And in the Payo Duro Canyon, with the help of the state of Texas and more Texas people that can be named on this screen. That's kind of nice. Nice little credit there. They have little brands, little cowboy brands, actually made on the ranches of some actual cattlemen. This is real cowboys. What's up, good vibe? Just in time, dude. It's me, good vibe. Neon. I know that feeling, John. To keep up with life is fucking hard as hell. People don't talk enough about that, I feel. Like, it's so hard just to fucking stay above water. But in other ways, life can be quite good. You guys make my life really blessed by being here tonight with me and hanging out and enjoying these movies. Is that a dude? I see an arm there. Board ready? What's going on here, Clam? You find some victuals? I found a dead guy. Well, them's ain't victuals.
Yeah.
This film looks mad good, guys. It's 1950. This film is 70 years old. It's kind of nice preservation, you guys agree? I mean, look at it. Nice crisp detail. Kind of nice soundtrack, too. Just in time, Gravity, the film just started. All you missed was a couple cowboys found a dead guy. That's all you missed.
You, know Juan Amador?
Works for you, doesn't he?
He did. He's been missing for 3 days. We found him this morning in the brush.
Oh, no.
What's the matter with him?
He had a knife in his throat.
Any boot prints?
They left the knife?
Whoever done it brushed him out.
So did his horse, I suppose.
No, I know what horse he was riding. I ought to. It was one of my own.
That's a great help. Where's this knife he was killed with?
I don't know.
What do you know? You're always in here with something like this. Either you've been robbed or spooked or shoved or butted into. I never knew anything any different. I ask you who done it? You don't know.
Tom, I think he knows.
Now, wait a minute.
I think he knew before we came in.
Jeff, I think your horse is tied a little short.
If anyone but an owl-nosed kid said that
You know
to
something?
me...
I think the kid's right. I think you do know who killed Juan.
All right. It was you horned into this valley where there wasn't any room for you.
I made room. About 15 mile of it.
Yeah, and if you expect me to hold it for you, you can go rope a duck.
I don't expect anything from you.
This will be
I
sick.
came in here to report a murder, and that's the last I'll hear of it.
I'm not so sure. I'm getting pretty sick of the trouble you bring on.
Trouble? You don't know what the word means.
Vicious? You don't know what vicious is! So Zanzu, he left the knife, but he covered his tracks. Seems kind of suspicious if you ask me. Could just be bad writing. But I mean, he was in too much of a hurry to take his own knife. But he did cover his tracks when he left.
Tom, somebody's here.
What makes you think so?
I just know.
Well, let's get on.
Go rope a duck, Eddie. You ever seen that Fight K, dude? The Fight K shit talk? Dude, all this fucking raw top that you doing, man? Go rope a duck, dog.
It's Sam Beard.
Dude, the soundtrack is so fucking beautiful.
Hello, neighbors. How y'all?
Nick in the command, guys. Exclamation mark, hey, when people join the chat.
Must have been a big job hauling her in here. Hey, Tom, I come to tell you that Mrs. Boyce wants to chaw over a few words with you. She seems to be in quite a tizzy.
Jeff, go see what she wants, will
I'm
you?
there.
We all kind of feel bucked out about one.
Thanks, Sam.
Been in town snorting and bellering at the sheriff, I judge.
How did you know I was...
Hey, never seen that horse before.
Huh?
Too fur to say about the man.
How did you know I tangled with the sheriff?
Oh, I'm just uncanny, I guess.
Maybe you can be uncanny about who killed Juan.
Could have been me. You know, some of these 2-cent neighbors of yours had hoped to become cattle kings until you come in here and took up such a long piece of ground.
And paid for the lease.
Yeah, but they used to use that land for free. So ain't it kind of understandable why they want to run you out?
You too, Sam?
Shucks, no. I hate cows. Whenever I think of owning any more cows than I got right now, I just put their turds by stomach.
Beautiful scenery, man. It's recorded on location. No sets, no nothing. I mean, it's just all open sky. Quite,
Sure
quite
never
glorious.
seen him before.
Who's this dude?
Now, you take that happy fella that's coming in here now. You can tell that he don't own no cattle.
Neither will I, the rate things are going.
I don't know this dude or his horse. Spaghetti, good vibe tonight? What's up, Garth? Pizza and westerns are legendary. Somebody find Night Garth. Can hardly ask for much better than this.
Hey, Tom. That man's a stranger.
I know who he is.
Do you? Who? Well, I guess I better be going.
So long, Sam.
So long.
F for Sam, guys. He's for sure dead, right? He's too
He's
cool.
helping himself to a fresh horse.
Yeah, I knew he would.
Did you?
Sam's for sure gonna die, right? He's the homie.
Oh, never seen that fella before.
Maybe you're lucky.
Ah. Well, so long.
So long.
He's a pure stranger to me. You know that?
Yeah. You told me.
Hmm. Well, so long.
This guy don't trust strangers.
So long.
Maybe he's not really a stranger. He's trying to convince him it's a stranger.
Hey. No. You ain't seen me no place.
Uh-oh. You know who that guy is?
You don't have to strike up no band. I know you're here.
It's nice to find you still know me anyway.
I know you better than anybody else in the world.
You got yourself cooked up in a real slumgullion, ain't you?
Have I?
I heard about how they run your foreman over the big divide with his shirt tail flying. Last man you had, too, they tell me.
How long you been snooping around here?
Is this all the pipes you got?
I said, how long?
How many pipes do you need?
Maybe 10 days?
Son says here, I've had some finished rye bread and
You know,
with
it's a
ham and
marvel to
cheese,
me
so
how you
almost a
never seem
pizza.
to know what goes on.
That sounds fucking good to me.
I bet you don't spend hardly any time in the back room of saloons at all, do you?
Not too much.
You see how ignorant it makes a man to live cultivated the way you do? Well, I haven't worked this range for nearly 7 years. Yet I know more about what's happening on it than you do. It's a lucky thing for you I happen to be passing through.
And you're gonna keep right on passing through, too.
Will you kill me if I don't?
You know, someday it might come to that.
Oh my god.
There's a thing you can do about me, and you know it perfectly well.
What is it you want?
Well, tonight I want to take a little ride. Just checking up on a guess. You want the man who killed Juan. If my guess is right, I'll put him right in the sights of your gun. You want to come?
No. I don't want any part of anything you do.
Come on, dude. Who's this dude? Imagine having a cool comeback every time someone says something, and they do it back, and it never ends. I guess that's an eternally good vibe.
Hi.
That's what I said. This the first day you've worn that gun?
I wear it enough.
Well, then why don't you use it instead of climbing the wall? I can see Tom's been neglecting your education. Well, we'll fix that.
I gotta see it, Tom. Can you come out a minute?
Dude, this dude is sick. Old friend comes to town, takes over, ambiguously evil,
What's
but also
Wichita
kind of homie.
Nothing he'll get.
I saw Mrs. Boyce. She's all spooked up. Thinks something's gonna fall on her husband.
Like what?
Like getting shot.
Nobody has enough interest in her old boys to want to shoot him.
Oh, yes, they do, Tom. Her old Boyce knows who killed Juan.
How?
He saw it.
She said that?
Ain't I just told you?
Fetch me a pony, will you? Smoke it up. Now, wait a minute. I'll use the one Wichita thought he was going to use.
Well, what's the answer?
Jeff, put this on for me, will you? You can stay here tonight to rest your pony. Tomorrow, I want you long gone.
I think you're missing out, Tom. I just happen to know something.
I'm allowing for that. You've been in the Paladura 10 days.
He's stretching out his sack
And
down
Juan's
just
been
outside
dead only
continue.
3.
He's airing out the
Tom,
fucking
you don't
boys.
think I'd kill a man?
No. You wouldn't kill a man. Except for food.
One was killed by a cow thief.
Well, when were you ever anything else?
Why, Tom, from Amarillo to Gee Whit, ain't nobody ever proved a thing on me except twice.
No, I can't.
Just
prove
twice.
anything.
I got proved to be a cow thief.
I don't even want to. I just want you gone.
I don't think he'd done it, Tom.
Oh, you don't? Well, come on, we gotta get going.
All
90
we have to
degrees,
do if
Eddie?
you think he done it is ask good old boys. As long as we got a man who saw it.
The 90
So he
degrees?
knows who killed him, huh?
You think so, Remy? A cowboy hat?
Get his gun belt off of the bed, Jeff.
Right when I had a little soap in my eye.
No, you didn't have any soap in your eye. Bring it here, Jeff.
What's wrong?
What's wrong? Don't you know what you've done? Supposing Wichita did kill Juan. How long would he let a witness live? You just talked Earl Boyce into no breakfast forever.
Well, I don't think
That's
Wichita...
just the trouble. You don't think. All I can do now is take him over and find out.
Stupid kid. Keep your trap shut, kid. Wow, look at the scenery. This is Remy's home state,
Get
guys.
off.
Tejas.
This man's a prospector, the fancy kind from school. Been squatting here for a while looking for kerosene, he says.
Who is this?
Hey, he's pretty, ain't he?
Tom, I don't know if I should have sent for you.
We're in a little trouble, Kathleen.
Well, I'll be in trouble. Who's this?
He calls himself Kid Wichita.
What?
Kid Wichita.
He's Kid
You've heard
Wichita?
of him? I suppose a lot of people have heard of Kid Wichita.
This dude's too sick. What a mug he's
Earl, I
got.
have to ask you. Have you ever seen this man before?
Come on in.
After you.
Well, come on, boys. Did I kill Juan Amador or not?
Why, can't you remember?
It escapes me.
I never saw him before in my life. Are you sure?
All right, Wichita, your guns are on my saddle.
You don't say.
It just happens that I
This
don't know
movie's
anything at
sick.
all about this killing. Whatever you may have heard.
How can anyone's life be safe?
Sorry to be so disappointing. It's just that I can't afford the wooden suit.
Well, no one's measuring you, Earl.
Well, I can't testify. And I wouldn't if I could. Sorry if my wife gave you a bum steer.
She wanted you killed, huh?
He didn't say that.
No. But it's an interesting thought.
Yes, isn't it?
Look, it's okay, honey. I'll get you off the hook. Tom, Juan Amador was killed by a little pig pen neighbor of yours named Kelsey. Juan caught him branding the wrong calf.
Is that true?
Yes.
You can come out from under the bed now, bub. Your wife and I took care of it.
Oh my god!
Yeah, you can go. Anywhere you want, as long as it's far.
Your wife and I took care of it.
I'll see you around. Oh, say, honey, you best keep your things packed. I'll be coming back for you, most likely.
Oh my, oh, Kid Wichita. Donald's is here for
You've seen
tonight's
before,
dining
I
pleasure.
take
It's
it.
grilled cheese and homegrown
Never in
tomatoes.
my
How nice,
life.
dude.
It's a day in the life of O'Reilly. To O'Reilly, all days are the same.
Kid Wichita.
No land ever crossed by O'Reilly ever again looks the same.
I have a nice blouse, right?
Now
Good
one day,
He sings, Eddie. Double denim. Kid Wichita. Yeah. It did be a good vibe. I'm gonna have to turn it off.
Well, you was right again.
Why, sure.
They're working Church-Tail Meadows tonight.
We even got a moon.
Thank you guys for your patience. Sorry about that.
There's only 4 of them. That's too bad. Come on. Now watch it now. I only want the saddles, not the men. And another thing. You see that swing rider?
The one on the pinto horse?
He's mine.
Oh my God.
All right, let's kill those horses.
It's gonna kill the horses, but not kill the guys. Sorry about that, Donald.
That pack rat took up smoking.
Hush, will you? I think Wichita's back. Got people with him.
Hooray, hooray for O'Reilly. He brings up the sun every day. See the sun coming up for O'Reilly. Hooray for O'Reilly.
Hooray for O'Reilly, dude.
Hey, you fellas go on inside, find yourself some breakfast.
All right, whose are these?
Why, don't you recognize them? They all close neighbors.
D. Fletcher?
Why, sure. And Jim Strake. And that whip slinger, what's his name? Gil Batson?
Dead?
I know. We just knocked off the horses. The men run home. You wake me at sundown, will you, in case I ain't on my feet? Talk. Didn't you know they was the ones taking off with your cattle?
Well, naturally I knew they
Well,
was
now
taking off
they
my-
know you know, because I caught them at it. You satisfied?
So now I can think up some way to explain those saddles, huh?
Well, now, if that ain't pretty stupid. What's wrong with letting the owners explain how come they was driving your beef?
Where were they taking him?
Why take them anywhere? They just kill a few heads, skin them out to get rid of the brand, and sell the beef.
Well, if these men are alive, as you say they
Oh,
are,
yeah, they're alive, all right.
they'll be here for them.
Bareback? I hope they feel foolish.
All I know is they'll be shooting.
Let them.
Jeff, take those, take these hulls inside, will you? Go on, get.
This kid's on Team Kid Wichita, dude.
Now listen, I don't want to murder my way out of this thing.
Well, then
Whose team
put
you guys
these
on?
saddles on some of your horses and send them to the owners with our compliments. I think the boys will get the idea.
Send them back. On my horses? Are you crazy?
Why, the horses will come home later and won't cost us a thing. You'll never hear from it again.
No, I'll never hear from it again.
Well, look what they'd have to say. We was peacefully riding Tom Cloud's range at midnight when he come up and took our saddles away. Now, Tom, there ain't a man in the world game to take the laugh.
Well, of all the crazy...
I'll show you how to handle these neighbors of yours.
Oh, no, you're not going to show me a thing, because you're not going to be around
Somebody
as
else
long-
is coming.
You just finding out?
I didn't know a thing before he was inside 2 miles.
Then who is it?
John Gall with a circle bar.
Well, the old brass bull himself.
Dude, I'm riding with Kid Wichita, dude. This other guy, he's just a
You
fucking
see how the tone
square.
of this dump picks up when I'm here?
Sure, he's fucking trouble. But you need a little trouble in your life, right?
He's a determined looking
I don't like
old
that the
boss,
horses had to be
ain't he?
killed to send a message says a grab your horse, huh? I don't think they're transgressions
Keep an
to be
eye on
treated
it.
so passively either.
Morning,
Huh? So
John.
you're not sure what team you're on. You're somewhere in the middle.
I've owned 20 miles in this canyon for near 30 years. It's almost that long since anybody thought he was big enough to start trouble with me.
Somebody starting trouble, John?
I hear Kid Wichita's gone to work for you. When a man begins to bring paid killers onto the range, it's my understanding that trouble is what he wants.
Why, Mr. Gall, from Amarillo to Gee Whit, with 2 exceptions, nobody never proved a thing on me.
But you never moved in anywhere without murder breaking out. And you never left any place except under a cloud. Shortly after midnight last night, Job Kelsey rode into my place, shot through the body. He fell out of his saddle unconscious and never come to again. This morning he died.
Oh, Kid Wichita.
Now, I can't prove the known killer shot Kelsey while he was patrolling his range. I don't expect any witnesses to come forward.
No, I don't expect none either. Hey, Parson, how's the coffee?
I can't prove it, and I don't expect to try. But I'll have no more of this.
I'm sorry, guys.
And I'm warning you to get rid of that man.
Sorry, guys.
And quick.
These are these fucking follow bots.
You don't seem to realize
All right. Seems to me your son is sheriff here. Where's he?
I'm fully ready to handle some of these things myself.
I'll tell you why he isn't here. Because he's nothing but a bill show cowboy and never could be anything else. Was you put him in here as sheriff? Why, if I'd have done a thing like that to the cattlemen of my county, I wouldn't be sitting there in a saddle. You know where I'd be?
No. But I expect you're going to tell me that, too.
I'd be out in the corral with my head under a pile of stomped straw, for fear I might have to look myself in the face again.
I'm trying to think how many men ever told me anything like that. Do you know how many I think it was?
How many, dude?
None.
Well, you've been told now.
Yes. And by a man with empty hands. What makes you so sure that I can't shoot down an unarmed man?
Because there happens to be a rifle bearing right square on your chest.
Oh, my
I see
God.
that, too.
Now turn your horse and get out.
Oh, my
All right.
God.
I've told you what you're up against. It's all any man could do.
You're about to go down, Remy.
Why, doggone me, you took enough hide off of him to make a shirt.
Maybe you was right, Witch. Maybe I was wrong.
Why, sure.
You want fresh ponies?
No, Turkey. Tom just found out he needs us here.
Yeah?
We'll take it.
Oh, my God. Tom joining Team Kid Wichita?
So they like night riding, huh? All right, we'll show them some.
Yeah, we'll show 'em.
They want to lift a cow, we'll lift 3.
Well, they owe me a few already.
Last night we give him 1 dead man in trade for a dead man. But from here on, we'll be more generous. We'll give him 2 for 1. Great fog in the foothills, man. It's a pleasure to see you fighting back.
All right, Witch. You just went on wages.
Why, Tom, I don't want any wages from you. I just want half the place.
Oh, Kid Wichita. That shit's about to go down, dude. They're going to war.
Oh, excuse me, it's you, Pa.
Maybe you'd like to hear why I'm not laughing.
Well, it was nothing. Of course, I thought it was pretty funny.
I've laughed at your capers for years, but I can't laugh anymore.
Well, tell you what you do. Put 2 teaspoons of common soda in a cup of hot water and...
Today, a man looked me square in the eye and very quietly skinned me alive.
Where's the body?
There is no body. I sat in my saddle and I took it. He accused me of putting a gun-shy featherhead in this sheriff's office. He said any man who stuck his county with a hoot owl like you should go hide himself.
You let some Sundowners say that about me?
I couldn't help myself. Because all of a sudden it came into my mind, maybe he was right. That my son, shut up when I'm talking to you! 2 weeks ago, a killer named Kid Wichita come onto this range.
Well, I'm watching him.
You're watching him, and 2 men have been killed. Job Kelsey and that man of Tom Cloud's. All right, you're through watching him. I want Kid Wichita run clean out of the county within the week.
Oh, you do?
Don't talk back to me.
I'm not running this county from the end of an apron string, I can tell you that much.
You're not running anything. But you'll begin now. I'll have enforcement in this county, and I'll have it from you. Kid Wichita is just a start. You hear me?
Oh, my. I'll take your fucking badge, dog. Just call HR, dude. He's a fucking corrupt sheriff, dude. He's just fucking chilling. The whole fucking county's corrupt. This guy ain't even doing nothing. He's letting all the crime run wild. Normally he's in bed with the criminals, but now they got a criminal in town that's, trying to mess up their enterprise. So now they gotta, actually do some sheriffing.
Hello, little neighbor. Tom up ahead? Yep.
Oh, no, rest in peace, Sam. Yo, F for Sam, guys. He's for sure dead. I know a dead man when I see one.
Tom, what you been doing?
Look at that pipe, guys.
Just moving the cows up to summer pasture. I ain't had enough help till now.
Been doing something else too, ain't you?
What's on your mind?
What do you have there, I see? Is it like a little fucking belt or something?
You
It's just
should
like,
have never sent them saddles back with Job
Chest.
Kelsey killed that night.
I had all reason to believe that Kelsey killed Juan. But that ain't how Kelsey got it. He got it rustling cattle.
Don't you see what you done? Them boys could forgive you shooting at them, but taking their saddles and sending them back. You might as well shot them and killed them all.
Think they'd like that better, huh?
Somehow I believe they would. Tom, you ain't never gonna be through with this thing now till all 3 of them boys is dead.
That's up to them.
Another thing, your neighbors are saying that this kid Wichita, you brought him on this range here and hired him as a paid killer just to murder you way up and down here.
No.
That sounds getting a big dick, dude. Sam's like, I thought you were a nice guy, dude. Why are you being so mean now and killing
I'm missing
people?
a couple of them, Tom. Must have run up a drawer.
Well, you better go back and see.
I'm there.
You know, Tom, there's not much can happen to a single fella like you and me, but what about Jeff? You want to see him turn out to be like Wichita?
Well, that's why I'm making this fight. So he won't.
Well, what kind of thing you think he'd learn by just being around him?
Well, he'll never learn to turn tail. You'll never get that from Wichita. Or from me.
He got corrupted, dude, by Wichita. He was such a nice boy before. Now he has a big cowboy penis. Sound of Time says good vibe. I know it would have turned out very hard, but it also seems way more wholesome in some ways, huh? It's definitely simpler.
How much has our cattle increased so far this week?
46 head. No, 48.
That ain't enough. I figure every one of our cows should come in with 3-4 calves this year with a little help.
We're giving them plenty of help.
Here, take my horse a minute.
They're wrestling their neighbors' cows, but that's only because they've been wrestling their cows. They're just getting their cows back and then some. It's like a totally lawless. Oh my
What you
God!
doing, Ma?
I told you I don't like you, and I mean it.
You can learn to like me.
Hey, not enough salt.
Isn't that sad?
Why, sure.
What's he eating, do you guys think? Not enough salt, whatever it is. It's kind of hard to tell. Cowboy slap.
Well, I'll see you tomorrow. I can stay longer.
Oh my God, Kid Witch, that's somebody else's wife, dude. You don't give a fuck, dog.
Come on, let's go.
Does she not like him or what? She definitely does not. No, we don't know for a fact. She's broadcasting that though, for sure. And if he had any respect, he definitely would back off. But he does not have any respect. It was either disease or bullet that got you fast as Eddie, you know? One way or the other, you gotta be
If you're
prepared.
looking for Wichita, you just missed him.
I know. How often has he been here?
Well enough.
Come by and harass me sexually.
Look, Kathleen.
My cuck of a husband ain't
That
fucking doing
big
me no
owl is
good.
bothering you.
Tom, is Wichita blackmailing you?
Blackmailing?
Can't imagine you being mixed up with Wichita unless he has some kind of hold on you.
Well, it takes hands to run cattle.
Yes, especially nights. Everyone knows he's been making raid after raid.
Listen, no one's getting hurt that doesn't need to, believe me.
What about Jeff? Or doesn't he matter?
Maybe he's all that matters.
How long is it going to be before Jeff starts imitating everything Wichita does?
I'm working against that as best I can.
I believe you.
Very beautiful, but kind of stiff acting.
Didn't mean to quarrel with you when we're moving so soon.
Oh, it's all right. I'm sorry you're leaving.
Are you?
She's the only lady in the
Well,
movie.
I hate everything that ever happens in this place.
She's married to this other dude,
No,
and all the other guys are fucking flirting with her.
You've been a good friend, Tom.
Sure.
Tom,
The open window there, good vibe?
come here.
Get a better fitting shirt, Tom.
Put your arms around me.
Oh my God. He likes getting bossed around, dude. Fat life.
You've been thinking about that for a long time, haven't you?
Yes.
Maybe I have too. So now that's over with. Where are we?
Nowhere, I suppose.
That's right. You know that now.
Great soundtrack, this movie.
So try to get some
I'm saying
sleep
Drew
for a
Bangs,
change.
fucking command grabs, dog.
I'll send the buckboard for you when you're ready to leave.
I'll let you know.
This is a great dress, too. With that beautiful color. But where's her dude? She has some fucking nerdy ass dude she's hooked up
There he
with.
goes finally. I was beginning to worry. Come on.
I see you,
the far
please.
side of Toothache Ridge.
Look at little Jeff there. The kid's all up in Wichita's gang now. He got recruited essentially. Everybody's nervous, right? They're all nervous that this kid's gonna get, you know, on the wrong side of the tracks. He's hanging out with Kid Wichita. I like how they've both been thinking about a kiss that lasted like 0.001 seconds. Yeah, well, again, you know, there's impropriety, right? They're held back by their morals.
Not until now.
Where's the cow?
She looked like she might bust her legs, so I shot her.
Oh, fair enough.
You're fucking taking the beef, I guess, as a little bit of payment.
Stick it on him, Jeff.
Romantic cow wrestling music. It's amazing design. The picture's so good, dude. Damn, this movie must look great in the theaters.
Seems like I got one of John Gall. All right, the blue at Gall.
Sure, throw it down.
Hey, Wichita! Tom said leave Gallstock alone.
You see that rock over there?
I see it. You guys see it?
I had more trouble with that one rock than I had at digging all the rest of this here canyon.
Oh. This is my land, he says. We learned earlier that Wichita and Tom, that's the main character's name, they worked together on this land years and years ago. There's a movie set in Australia with the same name made 10 years after this. I saw that, Eddie. Yeah, on Wikipedia. The Sundowners, 1960.
That's the way to get rich, kid. Well, I finally sold a few skinned-out cows. Only got 600 clams, but it's a start.
Holy smoke, I never seen so much money in my life.
Say, it was pretty dark. I sure hope none of those cows was our brand.
Who bought?
The same people that was buying our beef from the neighbors. Oh, we'll get back some of our own.
Gee, Tom, we got a man in here now.
Just don't you try to keep up with them.
Oh, Jeff's learning the fucking
Now, when you're learning,
ways to make scratch.
that must be the parson.
He's learning to hustle, dude.
It's turkey.
Hustling and rustling.
Yeah, that's what I said. Now, while you're learning, you hold your gun like this. That's so the bullet won't get out and hurt nobody, because you don't never want to shoot people except on purpose. Now, when you take your finger off, the gun should go bang, thusly. Wait a minute.
He's a fucking good teacher, dude.
Fetch me up that fresh horse, will you, Turkey?
Back to the lesson.
You roll that can on out there.
Oh. Kid Wichita. Whoa!
You see how wonderful I teach? I want to watch out I don't teach you too good.
You riding tonight? Me too.
Oh, Jeff, no.
No, not you too. And hang that gun up. Don't you have any notion what cartridges cost?
See you in the morning.
I'm gonna go hang out with my friend Jeff. Or my friend Wichita.
All I say is it's time to lay low for a while. The old man's already been in here pawing the dirt.
He said your tail was dragging, and he's right.
We're losing cattle every night ourselves.
That Wichita swings a long rope.
Well, put some sand in his whiskers, then. You going streaky? For Pete's sake, Gil.
Take it outside, Gil.
Kid Wichita ain't no sitting duck.
How did they get Kelsey?
Wichita dry ghosting.
Well, all right, then.
You'll be right there if we ever try that.
Scared of him, huh?
You fly.
I threatened the sheriff.
I'm a bushwhacker, man. I want it legal. That's what I need from you. And that's all I need.
I'll be there.
When?
I'll come out in the morning. Find out where he's riding tomorrow, and we'll fix up their whole outfit before night.
Don't tell me you're chancing yourself.
He won't get any chance. Now get out of town. I'm sick of hearing you squawk. And watch out he don't take away your saddles again before you make it home.
Come on, Gil.
Come on, Gil, relax, dude, all right? He's gonna take care of it for us. He's kind of old to just be learning how to shoot, says Remy. He's been a good kid. His whole life been a good kid. Now he's learning the law of the streets. Yo, Kid Wichita. He'd been watching and listening. He's like fucking Batman of the West. Oh, this guy's about to piss his pants. Oh, easy fucking game. That's it for the sheriff. Kid Wichita shot the sheriff. Oh my, murdered his ass in cold blood. Easy game, Brian. GG's, good sport. Looking forward, Ryan. Oh my god. Just murdered his ass in cold blood. Didn't even get his gun. Kind of was self-defense though, Eddie. Right? Because he was about to get, they were going to jump him the next day or whatever.
Hi, people. I saw your lights, so naturally I dropped in for a shot of stagger juice.
This is not a saloon.
Well, that's good. Then I won't have to pay for it.
Oh my god!
By all means.
Why, sure.
This is unbelievable.
This is
Yeah, it is a
unbelievable,
little.
man.
Did you make it yourself? You've been balling again, I see.
I want no trouble with you, Wichita.
Well, now that's all right, Earl. Lots of fellas believe in stirring them up a little. Helps them keep their figure. I ain't sure, but when it's a good idea. Well, music lovers. Would you like to hear a little song?
All we want from you is...
Oh, will you shoot this man in his own house, dude?
There's a girl in the life of O'Reilly. To O'Reilly, all girls look the same. But a girl who has once seen O'Reilly will never again look good. So what's the matter, Earl? Don't you ever tune this thing?
There isn't a thing in the world you can do about this, Earl.
It's one thing or the other, Wichita.
I knew a Boyce once. Old Honest John Boyce. Found $1 million in silver and drank it up. Say, I just thought. Old Honest John had a boy. Went to some fancy pants mining school. Married a rich gal and then found out she didn't have any money. Well, I'll be. So you're her, huh?
Get out.
Oh my
Get out and
god.
stay out.
I'm going.
Yo, Kid Wichita, he's got hella
Of course, you
information.
want to hear the rest of the song first. It's a night in the life of O'Reilly. To him, night and day are the
Don't
same.
do it, he's trying to bait you, dog.
What's the matter? Don't you like this song?
He's trying to bait
But
you,
the
dude.
thing
Don't
about
do it.
Night with O'Reilly. You know,
Stay
this song
solid.
was written by one of the best songwriters in the world. I've also written some other songs.
Oh, Earl, don't you know what he came here for? Not to see me. He's here just to amuse himself by tormenting you.
Why, sure. Some people get their fun out of spur-raking women. Others like to rile up men, that's all.
If he can prod you into making some foolish move, that's probably just what he wants.
That's fairly obvious. I don't suppose there's the least doubt in your mind but what you can kill me very easily. But unless you leave this house, that's exactly what you'll have to do.
Please, Wichita.
Come on, Wichita.
I've never asked you a favor before, but I'm asking you now.
Why, sure.
Fine, I'm gonna kill your stupid husband.
Don't you forget to keep your things packed, honey. Sweet dreams, bub. Ain't nobody lives forever.
Oh, my. He's tripping his way out, too. Oh, my.
I want you to know something, Earl. There were a couple of minutes there when I was very proud of you.
He even knew about the broken catch on the cupboard door. How many times has he been here before?
I'd say once was too many.
That's not an answer.
It never does any good to answer you.
No, not when you have to lie. You can't lie to me. I know you too well.
Do you think you do?
I ought to kill you. But I think there's something else needs doing worse.
Earl, why don't you put it out of your mind? He'll probably never bother you again.
Oh, Earl. Oh, my God. She just saved your life, Earl, okay? And she ain't been fucking around with this dude. What's she supposed to do? He comes by, he did what? She's probably done more to get him out of there than you just did, Earl. This man just shows up, you know, smacks your wife's ass and leaves. He could have done the same thing to you. You wouldn't have done shit, Earl. Could have come and smacked your ass. Fucking the latch on the cupboard, dog. Shut the fuck up, dude. Who are you to tell her to make him leave? You couldn't make him leave. Jeez. Aw, shucks, my sheriff got shot. Well, now who's gonna save us from Kid Wichita? Dude, but I mean, you know what I love about this fucking movie? It's that, you know, the morality is so fucking backwards. There are no overt heroes and villains, right? We have this Kid Wichita guy who's just a fucking asshole. But he's doing what needs to be done in town. We have this dude here, Tom, the goody-goody who's getting, you know, all proud because this Kid Wichita just happened to come by and help him get his cows back.
Cloud, I've come to ask your help.
And you've come to a strange place.
What do you know about the murder of my son?
Oh, that was his son. Oh, his son was the sheriff.
My son was shot to death.
That's why he smacked him across the chest with a fucking belt.
The killer fired 4 times. 3 of the bullets were sent into my boy after he was
What board egg drop? Earl is wounded, dude.
I'm sorry, John.
Was Wichita in town last night?
Well, don't you know whether he was or not?
I haven't found anybody that saw him. But I know this. Men who would hunt down a law officer and kill him in his own office are very few. Wichita might do it.
I don't know what for.
He did do it, dude.
Maybe I do. I told my boy to run Wichita off this range. I'd like to think he was man enough so that maybe he'd begun to try. You know, after your boy is dead, a funny thing happens to you. You can't remember whether he was any good or not. You can't remember him as a man at all. You only remember him as a little kid.
Damn, that's sad as fuck.
So.
It doesn't matter now what he did that wasn't good enough, or what part I had in it. All that counts is what is up ahead of us now.
Such as what?
I'm stepping into my son's place. The time has come to choose upside once and for all. Because I'm going to straighten this county out. Now you can help me or you can work against me. There isn't going to be any on the fence now.
Well, you never did give me much choice, did you?
I'm giving you your choosings now.
Well, John, I'm going to take care of myself here in any way that I see fit.
Aw, shucks.
That's your answer, is it?
That's the only answer I can give you right now.
All right. But I'll tell you this.
Yeah?
I'm going to get the murderer of my boy.
That's what I'm saying, Remy. He's like, my cows? But again, it's kind of a cool film because the morality's all over the place.
If I come here again, it'll be to make an arrest.
The county was corrupt, right? So the reason why this guy's been getting bullied, guys, this Tom guy, is because all the other ranchers in town are all in bed with this dude, essentially. So, you know, this guy is like the newbie to the area. He's trying to get his range started up. All the other, you know, range masters are just basically taking his cows freely. And he can't do shit about it. Now Kid Wichita comes to town and says, yo, fuck this, dude. Quit rolling over for these guys. Start fighting back. Starts, you know, taking their cows from them. And now this, you know, the
You boys better stake out here for a minute, and I'll go down there and see if he's loaded
sheriff.
for grizzly or for squirrel.
So he's gonna straighten things out. But what he really wants to do is just kill Kid Wichita, who killed his son, right? So now, you know, Tom's ranch is, again, being persecuted for these crimes when the other ranchers aren't. Because really it's all about Kid Wichita now. Get him out of town, or
I've
kill
been
him.
around taking orders for rice pudding. I already sold a batch to them neighbors of yours.
I ain't hungry. All we need around here is a little peace.
But Tom, that's what I brung you. I got here Jim Straight, Gil Batson, and Dee Fletcher. There's 3 cow outfits you can make peace with right now. They're setting them ponies right there.
Seems like they got awful peace-loving all of a sudden.
Tom, I think you ought to talk to them boys. I wore a whole lot in these britches getting them boys in a talking mood.
All right.
You fucking...
Tell them to leave their guns in the saddle.
Sam's a real one.
Hang up your iron, boys, and come in by hand.
Sam's a real one, dude. That's why he's for sure gonna die, unfortunately.
And the whip.
Gil, put that whip down.
So this is all the other ranchers. They're going to talk peace.
I guess you realize, Sam, if lightning struck right square in the middle of them 3, my troubles would be over.
So maybe...
All right, start shoveling. We ain't asking who killed Elmer Gall. All we know is none of us done it. Well, that's more than I know.
And it's more than John Gall knows. These boys were the last ones to see Sheriff Gall alive.
You know, a mistake like that's been known to turn a man into a memory.
Look, boys, if John Gall sets himself up for a clean sweep, you'll see sweating and hollering. You'll hear a lot of people die with a yell.
Well, he's set. Gall's got his sights set on you, and me, and Gil Batson here, and Jim Straight. We ain't got any time for any more wham pusses from Kid Wichita. Had enough of Wichita, huh?
No, we like Wichita. We like the way he handled himself. Tom, these boys has been robbing you blind. They admit that.
We'll call it square if one thing.
If what thing?
If Kid Wichita helps us take care of Gall.
Oh, they're trying to kill the mayor.
Then somebody'll have to take care of Kid Wichita, that's all. You see it yourself. And after Wichita, there's Turkey, and the parson, and me. 4 killings before you're through.
I make it 5.
I guess he's counting Jeff, Tom.
Jeff ain't in this.
He's rode with Wichita every night.
I said he ain't in this!
Tom, these boys has got Gall in front and Wichita in the back, and maybe they've earned it. But a man's got to make some way out for himself. What would you do in their place?
You want me to tell him?
Yeah.
Well, you boys just have one next thing to do.
Tell him, dude.
And that's to get back in those saddles and ride them out of here quick. Before somebody takes them away from you again.
Oh, my God. Tom is such a little prick.
I guess you boys better be moving.
I kind of hate this
First
dude.
time you've been right.
He tried to run Kid Wichita out of town on the first day he met him here. Now he's talking all this big shit because Kid Wichita's on his side. But for how much longer? Wichita knows no loyalties, dude. Why are you talking like you got a fucking big old donkey ding-dong?
Tom, I've been thinking about Job Kelsey all day today. And I don't know what brought him to my mind.
You don't, huh?
The bullet went into his left ribs. Of course, it come right out again on the other side. Somehow that doesn't seem to reconcile him.
Now look, if you're trying to have me see Jeff with his face down, I'm seeing him.
Oh, Tom.
So, all those other rangers Oh, she came and stayed at this guy's house, huh?
How did you get there?
I walked through the canyon.
Want to kill the new
Earl
sheriff,
has
kill
my
the old
saddle
mayor.
locked up.
Because he actually is going to try and clean shit
Tell you,
up.
Tom, there ain't no man in the world can make his life safe 2 minutes on end.
Dangerous, all right.
Shucks, I didn't mean that. But a man could be laying up behind one of them rocks and throw a bullet in here, and the bullet would get here before you heard the gun. Or he could shoot you from a quarter mile as you rode by, or he'd just walk through the back door like she done and be behind you. There just ain't no way to take care.
Oh, taking care isn't what counts, Sam. It's what comes next.
You mean Wichita?
He gave him a dead man for a dead man after Warren was killed.
Tom, if you need Wichita, will you do one thing?
You're right,
keep
Nick.
him
He's
away
mad
from
vestiges, dude.
From Earl?
Oh, I'm just as sure as I'm sure of anything in the world. Earl is going to kill him.
Oh, now, wait a minute. Who
Oh,
was
I know Earl couldn't kill Wichita unless he used some trick. But if Wichita so much as comes near him again, Earl will find a way.
What?
What is you? I'll drop him
She has
myself.
high hopes and high faith in her husband, dude. Can I see Wichita fucking straight up Batman the sheriff? You think Earl's gonna kill Kid Wichita?
be the worst
This guy's
insurance
fucking
risk
college
in the
educated,
whole
sure,
world.
but
You want to tell him?
No,
he ain't
I
a
want
killer.
to at all.
Well, now, wait a minute. I'll take...
Dude, if Tom fought anybody, Eddie, it'd be, you know, a surprise to me. This guy seems like he talks a big game, and he's been very ineffectual.
You sure made history when you brought Wichita in.
Well, the thieves was ruining him. Fighting fire with fire seemed like the only way.
Then up went the barn.
Yeah, he's got us in deep early 90s road. No way to turn back, no way out, ever since that first day.
Tom, you got a way out.
That was all woe is
Plain as
me.
egg on your face. You had it then, you got it now. Why you don't use it? I'll never know.
Oh, Kid Wichita led me astray. Motherfucker, he's fucking making you rich. Oh no, he threw his sticker on the table like Kid Wichita.
You scared me.
I'm gonna put a knot in your head the size of a mule's egg. I know who you're trying to be, and you can cut it out. Why aren't you out there taking care of the horses?
I come in after a rub rag.
Take that gun off, too. You leave it off.
Who is Jeff, anyway?
With Wichita, I'll tell you.
Well, all right.
Take that cigarette out of your mouth. Now get to work, will you?
What's it look like I'm doing?
Hey, that's my shirt.
Well, it looks like a rub rag.
Why, sure.
Oh no, he's like a little mini Wichita, dude.
What do you want a rough lock jet for? That kid swings a hungry loop.
Did you kill Elmer Gold?
Something happened to Elmer?
He was shot to death in his office sometime last night.
Well, sooner or later somebody was bound to smoke him.
Did you kill him or not?
Look, Tom, come on out here a minute.
Uh-oh. Kid and, yeah, something baby Wichita, dude? Because he's the kid, and he's like in
There's
his
something you ought to
fucking
know.
40s.
You see that rock on the far rim? I had more trouble with that there rock than I had with the whole rest of this canyon.
That's your answer, huh?
Why, sure, I killed him. I ran my horse right over him. Oh, no. You said this was inside.
I don't know why I ask you.
Now, look, I'll tell you the truth, Tom.
What you eating, dog? What
Elmer
you
lost
eating?
his head. His buck saw.
Who saw?
Nobody. I say, there was that buck saw lying right across his desk, and I don't know what come over me. All of a sudden, there I was, sawing off his head.
What have you been saying to Kathleen?
Kathleen? Let me see. Oh! I said, hi, Kathleen.
What's good, girl?
That's not why Earl wants to kill you.
Earl wants to... Oh, no. I didn't think he had it in him.
Earl's voice isn't important. This is just one thing too many, that's all.
Well, what do you want me to do? Send him a plate of fudge?
I set out to square up this range, not to mash it flat. Any more of this stuff and neither one of us will get out of the state. I had a reason for taking to the long rope. Or I thought I had, but I had enough.
Yeah, you had enough
I
time?
swear I don't know where all the money comes from.
You're through, Wichita.
Yep. It's been a long day.
I'm not fooling you, getting out.
When's this?
Right now, tonight.
Oh, now you hush up. I got a nice little herd all marked out for tonight. Now you let me take care of that, and then tomorrow we'll see.
What you gonna do, Tom?
All right. You sell out this one last bunch. Then tomorrow you take what share of the money you think is yours and get gone.
Why, sure.
I know you killed Elmer Gall. I know it as well as if I'd seen it myself. But I suppose there's just you and me left. Except Jeff, who knows
but he doesn't
why
know
I
that
can't
they were
see
plotting
you
to jump him.
Wake me up at sundown, Mother. I'm to be Queen of the May.
Tom doesn't know that, Kid Wichita killed the sheriff after he overheard the sheriff discussing, essentially his own murder. He's going to get jumped the next day by all four of them.
Of O'Reilly. To O'Reilly, all nights are the same. Me, just look at this beat for O'Reilly.
There's a horse coming up.
I don't know why, but water is always so much better when you're having pizza. I don't know if it's the sodium or what, but that shit goes down smooth.
How'd you get out?
You went to sleep?
I suppose you know all there is about this night packing now, don't you?
Just only what you taught me.
Well, all right. Say, move this meat for a while, will you?
Why, sure.
I'll catch up with you later.
Go on up and ride swing.
I feel like Jeff's gonna get hurt, but probably not killed, right? So it's just Coke with fast food is like the fine wine to me. Yeah, it's crazy, right? Goes down so goddamn smooth. Oh my god. Dun dun dun.
Just what do you want?
Oh, just come and say hi. Don't say to fuck your wife. Don't say to fuck your wife. Don't say to fuck your wife.
I wouldn't fool with that if I were you.
Guys sniffing this dude? Smells like bitch.
If you want a drink, you know where the whiskey is. Only too well.
Only too well. Listen, Wichita. Have you been smooching my wife? I think it's supposed to be a very tense scene, but not really feel it.
What is it you want?
Exactly, Eddie. Is that shit in your pants, Earl? You want us to fucking pull your gun out so we can kill you, Earl. Duh. Uh-oh, Earl. Earl doesn't know we can see him. Easy game, dude. Quick and easy. He left the gun?
There's a girl in the life of O'Reilly. What a duckaroo widow she'll be. For they all
That's murdering and
turn their
singing,
heads
dude.
For O'Reilly.
Murdering and singing.
It's all the fun you boys got.
Why, no. Us boys are 10 miles further on. What made you think we was here?
Okay, let's knock on him.
Who is this, Tom? What's Tom been doing all night? What does Tom do all day anyway? We know what all the other guys are up to. dun, dun.
I brought your gun back.
What the? He framed Tom?
I suppose this gun doesn't mean you killed him, but it might as well.
Killed who?
Don't you know?
Earl?
Earl was shot to death in our own house tonight. I suppose it was Wichita, but it might as well have been you. Doesn't matter which one of you pulled the trigger.
What?
You and Wichita have come to be one and the same thing.
That's kind of true, a little bit.
Has anyone gone to John Gall?
I'll report it to him as soon as it's light.
Well, you'll need this gun. It's evidence, I think.
I'm leaving it with you.
Why?
Give you
Cowboy
your
evidence, that thing?
chance to run.
So this kid was trying to push Tom out of town so he can take over the whole place, huh?
Yesterday you could have pulled out. He had you in a pretty bad way, but you still had some shadow of chance. But not today. If only you'd have gotten rid of Wichita while you still could.
I had fired him.
When?
Yesterday. But he talked me into riding just one night more.
Well, then did you fire him then?
Tom, 20 times I've told you to turn around. Go back. Get rid of Wichita. I said it over and over again. And when you finally did, you just had to give him that one night more. I know you didn't kill Earl Boyce. But the law of this county is going to make you or Wichita answer for it. You think you boys stand any chance with a jury in this county? Shucks. They'll hang whichever one of you they lay their hands on first, and it don't seem to me it's likely to be Wichita.
I mean, he ain't lying, dude.
So you ought to be getting out.
Getting out?
I know this is a bitter thing to come to a man like you, but the way Wichita's got you fixed, there ain't no way for you even to go on living anymore.
I mean, Sam's only speaking the truth, dude. He's only speaking the truth. Just leave, Tom.
For you.
All right, you lost. You lost. Let's let Wichita own the whole county.
That's not the end.
Tom, you just can't give yourself up into their hands.
John Gall wants the man that murdered his boy. All right, he's gonna have him.
You couldn't bring Wichita in. You'd have to kill him.
I know that.
But Tom, don't you?
Don't you know, Tom? You're kind of a scrub. Wichita's a fucking pro. He's MVP. What are you gonna do against Wichita, Tom?
I buried my brother, James Cloud.
Oh my God.
Wichita.
Oh my God. Yo, Timothy.
Burn that thing, will you? I'm just low in my mind.
Yo, Timothy.
Tom, you think he'll come back here?
Thomas is a scrub, dude. I swear to God, he better get killed. But I suspect that you're supposed to sympathize with this guy. I sure as hell don't.
They nailed it. The parson's dead. Jeff's down already.
Jeff? Is he alive?
I don't know.
Where is he?
They jumped us in Cap Rock Narrows. We lost him there.
Well, why didn't... How bad was he hit? Did you see him hit?
We got caught in a crossbar, and the parson has shot to pieces on the first volley. He's dead before he hit the ground.
Never mind the parson. What about Jeff?
We didn't see him, Paul. Me and Wichita got away. And after that, Jeff's horse caught up to us. With blood on a saddle.
Well, where's Wichita?
He's still out there fighting. You'll hear the guns. Wichita's still alive.
I suspect that Tom's going to go out there and save Wichita first, right? And they're going to have a duel or something.
Put him in the cabin.
Nothing will make me happier, guys, to see Tom take one through the dome. And now Kid Wichita, the ending of the film is Kid Wichita with his arm crossed, looking over the fucking valley.
That's Wichita's pony?
All his valley.
Yeah. Seems like we could hear him fire.
And then he gets shot by the lady.
Either that or you bit into one with his name on it.
Take my horse, will you?
That's the Vencabot ending. Looks like the counter. See that rock? Yo, this movie's fucking sick. Great great preservation. It's just looking mad clean. So beautiful. Amazing fucking
Hi, Kid Carson.
scenery.
I could have killed you then. Where's Jeff? Jeff got knocked off his pony. I know that, but where is he? Little brush gang picked him up. They got him up there in them rocks. Right about in there. Come on, let's get back to our horses. Hey, your horses with arms.
Definitely a Chun Man for sure.
Come on.
Or a Yun Man. Kid Wichita is loving every minute. He really is enjoying the egg drop, right? He's fucking loves it. He's got lust for life.
Well, he was for a while anyway. He signaled me once. I cut the wild bunch out from their ponies, but they got across the canyon on me. I'm going over there, Sam. You can't cut across that open ground. You've got to go around. Try to come in on their flank. No, we're not going around.
Sam, for the love of God, just go home.
Come on, let's get over there.
I knew from the moment I saw this guy he's gonna die. Just go home, Sam. You got no fucking horse in this race.
Hey, Jim.
Flipnick served.
The kid's bleeding again. Let him.
Let him bleed.
Have they gone crazy down there?
Oh my God. Sam about to get this work. Oh, see if fucking triumphantly fucking took his pistol there, his gun.
Go on, you fool! Go on! Leave it!
Yeah, Wichita got shot? Oh no. It's about a little bit. It's insane, Remy. Yo, Sam, you son of a bitch. Oh my God. Yo, Sam just did that, dude. You gotta sneak around? Oh my. Fucking love. I can't help it. I can't help that I love Kid Wichita, dude. I don't care if he's the hero or the villain, whoever the hell he is. What the fucking Solid Snake type shit? The movie soundtrack is so fucking.
Go see the cloud spirit. Don't get in behind us. Pete, go with him.
Tom, can you even shoot a gun, dude? Yo, Jeff. This dude's name is Jeff. Oh my God. Oh my, that's just fucking sick.
Have you seen him yet? What you worried about? He's there. Why, you freaking Not again. Go ahead.
Whipping this dude. Yo, get him, Wichita.
Watch it, Batman. He's coming up your side. Why did you go down and meet him? Go meet him yourself.
The whip mixer. Why are you whipping this dude? What the hell are you doing, dog? I love that they fucking made this movie out in the actual rocks, you know what I mean? How are you fucking just playing outside, dog? It's looking mad fun right now. You guys wanna go play fucking Cowboys after this? Let's go to the fucking dollar store and buy some of those cheap ass cap guns and just go nuts. collectively. This dude's fucking about to get Wichita. Thank you, Neon. The cap guns, Eddie, the cap guns. He's about to get got. Cowboy Cave and Cowboy Rocks. Good vibe. We're fucking sick, Brian. Dun dun dun. Nobody's down there. No! Kid Wichita! Be careful! Who would have thought I'd be thrown into this movie? Life is good, guys. What a Friday night. Oh my God! He's right there! Kid Wichita! No! Oh! Oh my God! Oh my God! Oh! Fucking love, Remy. The whip mixer! Oh my God! This dude's too godlike! You can't run! Oh my God! How the turntables mixer. How the turntables. You got shot mid-fall with the can. You remember when the fucking kid threw the can for him?
Look out, Wichita!
Oh, let's go, Jeff.
Just the one arm, kid?
Just one. Ain't it plenty?
Yeah, it's plenty.
Strap him up with this.
Yeah.
Well, you looked awful good there, Jeff.
Undefeated, egg drop.
He'd have picked me like a grape.
Grabbed the fucking whip.
Thanks, Wichita.
This is pretty near gonna kill you, kid.
Never mind that.
Say, there must be 2 or 3 yet, somewhere in the brush.
Wichita!
Huh?
When I get finished with the kid, I'm coming for you.
You are? Now, how can I help you?
I don't care where you go, or what you do, but I'll find you.
Good luck.
Oh my God.
You're gonna be all right, Sonny.
This man was getting fucking whipped.
You ain't never seen nothing to tie it. They fought a whole rustlers' war. That's what they done. And on one side was just one man and a boy. And somehow they won out.
Of course, he was there too, you know.
I didn't do nothing. It was Tom Cloud and the boy that cleared out this whole howling range for us. They got rid of Hal Hooters that's been pestering us for years.
Dude, fucking Tom didn't fire a single fucking shot.
I've known that for a long time.
Well, all right then.
Look more, Ryan.
Not with me. I don't care if Tom Cloud peacified the Comanches or invented heifers.
Now listen, when Tom brings Wichita in, he's gonna move on.
Will he?
I don't know. Just waiting the same as you.
John, if you'll give this boy just one chance to square himself, if you'll leave him alone...
I've been leaving him alone. I can convict Tom as quick as Wichita, and Tom knows it. Yet I've given him weeks.
Tom had to get Jeff on his feet.
I begin to think there's a whole lot better reason than that.
Yeah, there's a reason, all right. There's a reason to stop any man in the world but Tom Cloud. But it ain't gonna stop him.
How long is this movie? He's gonna have to fight Kid Wichita still?
I think it's gonna stop. All I want is Wichita.
Brian, this is the end of the first movie of the night.
I'll cook him myself.
There's still 2 more movies yet
He
to come.
boils everything.
This movie's been sick. I wouldn't say it's been intellectual, but it's been so much fun.
You hear that?
I hear a couple of horses about a quarter mile out, if that's what you mean.
Yeah.
Oh, it isn't Wichita, Tom. It's 2 people.
God, this is getting me. All this waiting and listening and waiting day in and day out. I got to go after him, Jeff. He isn't coming back.
Yes, he is.
When?
Maybe today.
Well, how do you know?
I can always guess Wichita. Him and me's just alike.
Now, you get that out of your head.
Oh, I realize Wichita makes mistakes.
There's only been one real big mistake. It's one I made a long time ago.
Oh, Tom.
I got to fix it now or pay for it.
You know something, Tom? You and me been together a long time.
Yo, Jeff kind of sick
We've
all of
been
a
the
sudden.
whole family just by ourselves ever since I was 10 years old.
That's right, kid.
But if I had to choose between standing with you or standing with him,
Which way would you go?
Maybe you're right, Eddie.
I gotta be honest, Tom. I just don't know.
Tom, we just saw Wichita riding over the pass less than a minute behind us.
Oh,
You see, I knew it, Tom.
yeah. It's solid, Big Sir. It's a Pew Pew Cowboy movie.
Thanks, Sam.
It's like the Greek chorus says egg drop, huh? You think so? On some fucking literary type shit, dude? On some fucking culture type shit, egg drop? On some cultural shit, dog? This man talking down from the clouds, dog? Wichita's kind of like Piccolo, right?
You shouldn't have brought her here.
He raised the
Well, I
boy.
wouldn't if I'd have known it.
He's counting on the one guy he torments the most won't find him at all, says Eddie.
I reckon he didn't believe you, Tom.
There's no way, Brian. There's no way. Again, I hate Tom. I think Tom is the worst character in this movie, but I think he's supposed to be like the hero. I
You
think.
believe me now.
He can't fight Wichita.
She's right, Tom. You don't stand a chance.
You keep her behind the wall.
He might shoot Wichita to save Tom, Brian. Is my
Nothing's
thinking.
gonna happen.
Jeff's gonna shoot Wichita to save Tom.
What are you doing?
Taking the shells out of this gun.
You try a bluff like that on Wichita and you won't live a second.
Wichita would never fire on me.
You want to bet?
I'll bet my life on it.
Oh my god. I think you're right, Gravity Horse. He's supposed to be the moral hero, but he's a fucking prick. He's not a moral hero. Like, I think he's supposed to be, you know, for the age, for the era.
You know something, Tom? You see that main rock over there on that far rim? After all the trouble I had with that one rock, I do believe I got it about 8 feet too far to the right.
Wichita,
Now what's got into you?
I'm gonna take you in.
You're what?
I'm gonna take you in for the murder of Earl Boyce.
I'd have sworn you were fooling.
Not anymore.
Well, how do you figure to take me?
I don't know. All I can tell you is what I'm gonna do.
What are you gonna do?
Don't you know you can't shoot me? You couldn't shoot me even if I stood here with empty hands. Because it just ain't in you, Tom. It never has been and it never will be. Don't you know that yet?
Maybe.
Maybe.
That ain't gonna change this none.
It's a funny thing how you never could raise a gun to me.
Exactly, Ryan.
'Cause
Step
I
out of
could
hand
very
gently.
easy put a shot into you.
I know that.
And yet you stand there and tell me you mean to put an end to me.
That's what I have to do.
Well, I'll be. You're a sick man, Tom.
You're right.
Where would you say I need to drill you to let some of these ideas run out?
Right square through the middle, I suppose.
If it was anybody else in the world, I wouldn't believe it. But coming from you, I guess maybe it's so.
Wichita!
Oh my God! Samuel!
You was losing your bet, Jeff.
Jim! Jim!
See what a wonderful teacher I be? Finally taught somebody too good. Thinks it was me that died him, don't you see? He likes it that way. What do you know about guns, kid? Just only what you taught me. Well, all right.
Oh my God!
Well,
this movie was too sick.
That's all.
And Tom didn't do shit. Surprise, surprise. Thank you for all the estimate, chat, guys. Estimate for Kid Wichita. What a fucking legend. What a legend. Is it Nova Prime?
You know, it's a funny thing. It's like John Gall said. All of a sudden, I can't remember anything you ever done wrong.
Shut the fuck up, Tom.
All I can remember is when we were kids.
Nobody cares. Be sensitive, Nova Prime. This man's surrogate father has died.
He had more trouble with that one rock than he had with all the rest of the canyon.
Oh my God. The Sundowners. Guys, that was The Sundowners, 1950. Dude, that film was so much fun, dude. And I wouldn't say that it was super smart or anything, but you know, for the time, I don't know. I kind of like feel as though, again, the conflicted morality of it, the portrayal of Kid Wichita as sort of like a heroic villain or a villainous hero was kind of fun. You know, the film had murder. It had hiding in rocks and shooting. It had a man getting whipped on a cliff. I like the whole thing between the melodrama with, you know, Kid Wichita raising Jeff, essentially, and everybody being worried about Jeff going, you know, down the wrong side of the tracks. I appreciate in the very end there that climax where we saw Kid Wichita was about to shoot Jeff, right? And Sam had to come in clutch and shoot him, of all people, because fucking Tom wouldn't do it to save Jeff, for the record. The only thing I didn't like about the movie was Tom. But I kind of feel as though, because the film didn't, in its climax, necessarily position Tom as the hero, I could be more forgiving, right? I mean, Tom was just an asshole, and for the whole film he was an asshole, and by the end of it, he was still just an asshole, so. If you want to see him as the moral hero, you know, more power to you, but they didn't really, you know, shove it down your throat from a directing standpoint. I am happy with him just being, you know, let's say the impotent brother, right? You know, howdy, Ryan. Head on the rock line, Brian. It's not even that kind of it's got a good of a rock, says Eddie, huh? Yeah, nice film. I think it's the best Western I've seen so far, says Remy. I kind of feel as though I still prefer One-Eyed Jacks with the film we watched. That film, you know, might be tied with the Deadly Companions we watched together, and probably a little bit above a film we watched that was called Vengeance Valley, which are all themselves pretty solid Westerns, guys. It's still the start of the night, guys. This is the 1950s Western triple feature. We got 2 more movies left. I'm going to go wash my hands and get my water refilled because I'm mad thirsty. We're going to come back and watch a film from the same production company. So hopefully it's going to look as beautiful. Hopefully it's going to be as much fun in terms of the writing and directing. It's called High Lonesome. The last film of the night is going to be called The Big Trees with Kirk Douglas. Got a funny story behind that one. I'm going to come right back here, guys, with High Lonesome. I will see you guys very shortly. Don't go nowhere, guys. The Pete's in the Movie triple feature has just begun. The first film we just finished was called The Sundowners. That was pretty fun, honestly. I'm never going to forget that. I'm never going to forget The Legend of Kid Wichita. It's a fun movie of, again, fucking cow wrestling, murdering, and vengeance. Corruption. It had everything.
Too far for me to punish.
Yeah.
Ah. Two scoops in.
You, know Juan Amador?
Works for you, doesn't he?
He did. He's been missing for 3 days. We found him this morning in the brush.
What's the matter with him?
He had a knife in his throat.
And if the problem persists, please restart your console.
Brushed him out.
But this looks like it's gonna work, right?
His horse, I suppose.
We're in there.
There we
Let's
go.
go.
No, I know what horse he was riding.
Shake.
Kayado was one of my own.
That's a great help. Where's this knife he was killed with?
I don't know.
What do you know? You're always in here with something like this. Either you've been robbed or spooked or shoved or butted into. I never knew anything any different. I ask you who done it? You don't know.
Tom, I think he knows.
Now, wait a minute.
I think he knew before we came in.
Jeff, I think your horse is tied a little short.
If anyone but an owl-nosed kid said that to me.
I think the kid's right. I think you do know who killed Juan.
All right. It was you horned into this valley where there wasn't any room for you.
I made room. About 15 mile of it.
Yeah, and if you expect me to hold it for you, you can go rope a duck.
I don't expect anything from you. I came in here to report a murder, and that's the last I'll hear of it.
I'm not so sure. I'm getting pretty sick of the trouble you bring on.
Oh, fuck. I don't want to get hit.
You don't know what the word means.
Shut this bitch. Yeah. Give me your wings.
You know, guys, as I'm taking my bathroom break, it strikes me. Because the other ranch masters are all dead now, this pretty much was the movie of how Tom became the richest man in the whole valley.
What makes you think so?
And he spited the man the whole time that, you know, got him to that position. The whole time he's fucking hating on Kid Wichita, and all Kid Wichita's doing is just fucking, you know, making him a fortune. What a scrub.